All right, I think we're live.
Okay.
All right, hello, I'm Aaron, and you are watching Marketing Tip Tea Time at 2:22. With me today, I have Daniël-James from Daniël-James Media. Josh is out today, but we do have tea here, so I'm drinking Earl Grey once again. I know I don't have a huge variety of teas. I have the same one every day, Daniel.
No. As long as you like it.
Yeah, we're working on getting different teas.
Awesome.
But tell us about your tea, Daniel. What have you brought today?
I mean, what a tongue twister. Tea time too. I can't even say that. Thanks for bringing me on your show, and thanks for everyone watching. I'm excited to be part of this. I've known Aaron for a while, so kind of like, it's great to be on your show. You know,
well, thank you.
Yeah, you know, and I know the work you guys do is so awesome. But this tea is a lemongrass tea. And funny story, like I came on my way to work and like, I need some tea. Like I don't have tea today.
Right.
Not knowing about the show.
Right. Yeah.
So I stopped at the little Mexican grocery store because it's like it feels like we walk into like a different world.
Yeah. Right.
That's why
it's great.
It's
fantastic. Yeah.
I mean, they don't even
the blue one down this way, right off of 8th.
They don't speak English to you. It's cool.
Oh, it's amazing.
So if you want to go to a different country, just go into like a grocery store, right?
Yeah.
So
yep. The kind of city right down the street.
Yeah. Anyway, it's
great.
I won't go too much.
How do you like your lemongrass here?
I love it. So yeah.
Okay,
but
perfect. Well, hey, today I have Daniel here because he is an expert in creating websites that are stunning and that convert and that really work for your business. Now, Josh and I are on the marketing and finance side, but really Daniel is the bones, the structure, right, of your organization when it comes to marketing and sales. And so we're going to have him talk today about what it takes to have a good website, what are some tips and tricks for you to find the right website builder, for you to do it yourself, different resources that are available to you. So, Daniel, tell us about these websites.
I mean, I get super excited because my most passion point is, I believe it all starts with a website. It does start with a logo, right? Like you have to get all that stuff. But we at Daniël-James Media really specialize. And when we say we, you know, I'm a multicultural kind of guy. I'm from South Africa. That's why I have this speech impediment.
Yeah.
You know?
Speech impediment.
My wife and I got so tired of people asking where you're from. So then we just say, he has a speech impediment.
Oh my gosh. And what are their reactions when you say that?
They just keep quiet. Like American people are so like polite, you know, they'll just keep quiet. They won't comment. Like,
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In my country, they'll like ask you about it.
Right. Oh,
anyway, but back to like the website stuff. I have a team of people as well, like freelancers that are co-working with me. If there's an element in the project I'm not sure about, I'll bring them in. But I like to think of it as like a city, right? You bring traffic into a city.
Right. Okay, that's a great analogy. Yeah,
right.
I love that.
Yeah. And one of these speaking engagements I speak about how to maximize your website, and it's all about the city. You know, city commissioner. When you're thinking about that, you're thinking about advertising, emails, and all that stuff.
Right.
But in the whole grand scheme of things, you know, like you said, what is going to convert? What are your goals? Some people don't need to make sales.
Right.
But I've seen all kinds of hilarious, good things, bad things.
Right.
And you're not always going to be successful. So don't be disappointed when you build something and you realize I need to tweak it, right?
Right.
And that's why data is so good.
Exactly. And I think so many people just get too caught up in being successful right away. They want the first
thing
to do. Right. Exactly. That never happens.
When it does happen, you should like be so happy.
Right. Exactly. Because that's something that's rare for it to happen right away, right?
Yeah, exactly. And so, I mean, a good example is, I love this example. They're a company called J1 Warehouse. I've got permission from them to actually promote them and share their website.
Right. Okay. That's
and
awesome.
We've worked on accounts. DriveWise is a good one.
Yeah.
But J1's
your DriveWise hat on.
Yeah, right. Yeah, free advertising. Hopefully they can plug a sponsor in your next show or something. Anyway, what I was going to say is, we were attracting South African nurses to come to the United States and do visa programs. But eventually we were like, we need landing pages, so we designed two, right? You guys have all heard about A and B testing.
Right,
We had one that had an arrow and a thing that said, what is your desired salary? And we also had like a 7-line title, because you don't want more than 7 words, I believe. On a landing page.
Right, yeah.
Other marketers will say that, like your title, and then a short description, and then some call to action.
Right, yeah. Call to action. That's super important. That's that's one of the most important things.
So a big arrow with that, and they could slide their salary. And so like that gave you the power of like, this is my estimated salary that I think I can make based on this position.
Right.
And so they put the information in, and you really got them in that hook. Our other page had like a survey, and that one didn't work as well. It had few options that they could choose from, and eventually we were like, this is the only one that's converting.
Right.
Or it's converting more, so you close the other one.
Okay.
A tip you can use as well is we use Hotjar. It's a heat map tool.
I love Hotjar.
Because
Hotjar is fantastic.
We saw where people were clicking.
Right, exactly. And where they hover and where they scroll.
Yeah.
Hotjar is a
Don't overlook it.
Great resource to use if you want to see how people are interacting with your website during their sessions. I mean, it's fantastic. Hotjar.
Totally.
Yeah.
And so obviously, you may be a DIY owner, someone who's going to try and do it themselves. Then you're going to be, an outsourcer type website owner who's going to outsource to like Aaron for marketing, or me for looking at things or adding videos. So that's kind of where we leverage. From that point, we've got the website. We know what we kind of want to accomplish.
Right. Okay.
And we'll add maybe a video. We add certain things. Usually based on data and like what we think could definitely push the ball forward. So that's always the trick. Marketing it's hit and miss.
Right.
And so just being aware that you're in for the long run.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Leading me to my next story. I had one client.
Is this a failure story?
It is.
Oh, great. Fantastic. I love failure stories.
It's better to be honest, right? Like we're all in business, and I made it up to this client actually. I said,
that's
at the end of the project, I actually sent them like a half refund.
Okay. Right.
So what ended up happening was we created a site. I'm not going to say what the company name is, just out of respect to the client. But it was supposed to capture people who are going to do mortgage lending and stuff like that.
Okay.
Which is number one, a very difficult market, but I think the client's goals were also to try and do this in like 2 months and get like 10 to 15 leads. Right. I wasn't managing a lot of like the incoming traffic.
Right.
It was intense. But I think the hard thing is, once again, we had like all the integrations plugged in, everything was perfect, but just not enough traffic. And so we needed at least a year, I think.
Okay, yeah.
And so if you're going to build a website, this is my pro tip. Don't build an idea. Build a lasting company, okay?
Right.
You can always build many little ideas underneath that one company. Unless you're trying to save a lot of money, but you don't want something that's going to last for a second, right?
Right, exactly. Like a fad that just
like if you have a blog and you had... I see blogs as like trees. You plant them and they grow over time.
Right.
So think about your content like that. Can I build something over time? Like this video is a great example of that.
Right, yeah, exactly.
So Downtown, right?
Yes, So Downtown. They've been doing a great job.
And you've probably told them this as well, so.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah,
so,
I love it. How's our time? Are we on the ball?
Yeah, we are on the ball with time, so I guess we'll wrap up here. Daniël-James from Daniël-James Media, once again, he was here talking about websites. If you have any questions, comments, concerns about what we talked about on the show today, feel free to reach out to me at aaron@zovamarketing.com or go to our website, zovamarketing.com. Or you can go ahead and contact Daniël-James, the man, directly. Daniel, do you have some contact information?
Yeah. So on the website, it's Daniël-James Media, pretty easy. And if you ever have any questions or, maybe you want to do a 30-minute just like overview on something, just let us know. We'll take a look. All the examples are on our site. And so I'm really impressed with your site right now.
Oh, well, thank you. That took a lot of work.
I think that's a good example too. Like, go look at their website as they're building it now. And movement is so powerful. We had this one, and one of my favorite websites is Lamborghini's website.
Oh, it's a beautiful website.
Everything is moving, and it's fast.
Lots of stuff, lots of things,
and it's clean. It's the right movement.
It's clean.
It's like your astronaut. Your astronaut is like, even the logo, it's like, okay, this all makes sense.
Right.
And so like, if you have movement, make sure the movement makes sense. Like I have one client, they're called Ladingham Livestock. They sell, sell lamb, but they have this really cool, they do farmers market. So we had a whole video just flowing the farmers market thing.
That's amazing.
So, but anyway.
Perfect.
Cool.
Okay.
Thank you guys.
Yes, thank you so much. Cheers, Daniel.
Cheers, Aaron.
And cheers to all of you. Yes, thank you, Daniel.
Enjoy your tea at home.
Yep, see you tomorrow.
Cheers.